Watch the insanely shocking moment I realized YNs are getting even younger and they're even more ruthless. I'm talking evil. Some would say this YN younger than 13 was unalived by his brother, his day one friend.
Was cut short by someone he had treated like a brother. The scene that Memphis police and
I ain't gonna lie. If you randomly eggs on my pole, I'm gonna simply unholster that thing and fire on you. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. It's over for you, buddy. You got it. You got it. What up, TKJ? Another Rush Flash breakdown video. That's what you guys sent to me. You guys said he was unalived by his brother. Hit the like button. Comment below. Let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to 100,000 subscribers, and we just passed 70,000 subscribers. Shout out to every single one of you guys. I cannot do this without you guys, and I appreciate the journey we are now on together. It's insane, honestly. Shout out to Top Viral Report TV for dropping the content. Let's get right into it.
Memphis rapper is dead after a shooting in Frazier Tuesday night. Jonathan Brown, who went by the name Baby CEO, died after being shot at Lake Park.
he was only 20 years old when he was gunned down, shot, and left for dead in the same Memphis street.
20? 20 years old? Why his legs look like that? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Maybe humans are going backwards. Why is niggas looking like they 13 years old at 20? Slanging iron bigger than them. What's your weight class, brother? You're a goddamn featherweight. You should be fighting women at this bill, twin. And I ain't gay. I'm just saying. I thought, is he in jail or not? If he ain't in jail, I'll take all that back. But if he got caught, I'm standing on business. I ain't about to go to no Memphis jail anytime. Nope, not in this life.
Streets he came up in, but Baby CEO's story didn't start there. It started when he was just 14, going viral for waving guns and rapping about a life most kids his age hadn't even seen. Some thought he was just another lost cause, but behind the controversy was a young artist co-signed by Fredo Santana, trying to turn pain into purpose.
I ain't gonna lie, they walked them down with so much big shit. I look around the corner and I see three people with big ARs like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm about to try to literally talk to God real fast. So like this. Forgive me for my sins. It's over. You're done.
He had just become a father, just started going by Big CEO, and then he was gone. What really happened that night? And how did a kid who beat the odds end up betrayed by someone he trusted? This is the full story of Baby CEO. Jonathan Kyron Brown, better known as Baby CEO or later Big CEO, began posting freestyle videos on YouTube and Instagram in 2015 at age 14, flaunting firearms and rapping about street life.
Me and my girl, we stay thuggin'. Yeah, so a nigga call the gang, I got my foot in. Boom, boom.
Before one early video showing him handling guns and rapping explicitly about gang signs sparked concern in Memphis, described at the time as disturbing. That same year, he dropped collaborative tracks like We The Game and Club Bang, which quickly amassed tens of thousands of views. His raw energy and fearless attitude earned him buzz on YouTube early, with producers like JRO Productions and beats from legends like 808 Mafia featuring in videos like NSYNC 2 tracks. By 2017, his breakout came with the Race Freestyle, riding the Take Hey beat and hitting over 1.5 million views.
That a Mac 11? Where you get a Mac 11 at, brother, bro? I ain't talking about the knockoff. That's the real one. That's the one from Over Water. You got that from Halabibi. Ahmad. Where is Ahmad with the Mac 11s? That boy got pen in it. That boy, grrr. First ever switch. If you know, you know. The Mac 11 came pen already installed. Grrr.
A moment that cemented his reputation online. Baby CEO caught the attention of Fredo Santana and signed to Savage Squad Records. He and Fredo were close, with Baby CEO even dedicating shoutouts to his mentor in later songs. In 2019, he released singles like Don't Like Me and Life Story, the latter referencing Fredo and keeping the connection alive. According to Famous Birthdays, he claimed tracks like Reach, Run It Up, and No Hook as his notable hits, culminating in his first studio album, Big CEO, in 2019. In November 2020, Baby CEO announced he had become a father, posting proudly of his newborn son. Streams and views climbed after he dropped the single Can't Wait, which hit over 1 million views on YouTube and 110K plus streams on Spotify. Despite hustling to stay grounded, videos of him displaying firearms with friends and crew continued, a street image he maintained even as he approached manhood. Memphis drill culture often blurs the line between rap and gang life. Reddit commenters note that Baby CEO was a known artist and gang member to local police, growing up around his older brother Bud, one account states. Reddit threads from Memphis 10 suggest he belonged to the CBG/Longview set, with fallout involving someone he considered a brother. Legally, his main run-in came in 2015 when he was arrested for a probation violation and detained in juvenile custody. After that, he stayed out of major legal trouble until his death. By early 2021, Baby CEO stood at the crossroads of rising stardom and deep street loyalty between viral song drops, brand new fatherhood, and simmering neighborhood conflicts. He represented the dangerous blend of rap dreams and neighborhood loyalties. On the cold night of January 19, 2021, flashing police lights illuminated a quiet corner of Fraser, a neighborhood in North Memphis. Shortly before 10 p.m., gunfire shattered the calm. Witnesses later described hearing a rapid burst of shots, numerous explosions echoing through the dark. Police rushed to a house near Schoolfield Road in Lake Park Cove and found a young man lying on the ground, mortally wounded. Paramedics pronounced him dead at the scene. It didn't take long for those on the block to recognize the victim, 20-year-old Jonathan Brown, better known in the streets and online as Baby CEO. In the hours leading up to his death, Jonathan was in the company of someone he trusted with his life. According to street accounts, Baby CEO spent that evening with a close friend, a childhood buddy he considered like family. They were hanging out outside a home in the Hawkins Mill area of Fraser around 9 p.m., trading jokes and banter under the glow of a street light. This friend was no stranger. In fact, he was dating Baby CEO's own sister and was the father of her young child. The level of trust was implicit, but as the night...
Nigga, is this an investigation or was you there? Huh? Now wait a minute, I was gonna let you go. I was gonna let you land that motherfucker, but now you getting into dangerous territory. How you know so much? Nigga told me they was jokingly bantering as they smoked 3/4 of a blunt of wildfire gas OG that they bought 3.6 miles away from the bando. And the plug made him wait 6.5 minutes outside because he was doing something inside and didn't want to make them wait. How the hell you know so much information? Nigga, tell me something without telling me something.
Wore on, a sudden tension sparked between them. The friend allegedly asked to see Baby CEO's gun, a customized Glock with a distinctive golden slide and switch that Jonathan was known to carry. Sensing something was off, Jonathan refused to hand it over. In an instant, that bond of brotherhood was broken. The friend pulled out his own weapon and opened fire on Baby CEO, shooting him multiple times and leaving him to die where he fell. In that brutal moment, the rising rapper's life was cut short by someone he had treated like a brother. The scene that Memphis police and...
I ain't gonna lie. If you randomly eggs on my pole, I'm gonna simply unholster that thing and fire on you. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. It's over for you, buddy. You got it. You got it.
Counter was grim. Shell casings littered the pavement, and the young artist lay unresponsive. Officers secured the area with crime tape, their breath visible in the cold air as neighbors emerged from their homes to see what had happened. The address would soon hit local news reports, a man killed in an overnight shooting in Fraser, but the full story of what led to this killing was just beginning to unfold. The investigation, in the immediate aftermath, the police were tight-lipped about the incident. They confirmed that a shooting had occurred in Fraser and that the victim was dead, but initially, they did not even release the young man's name. A Officially, he was just another John Doe pending notification of kin. Behind the scenes, however, word of Baby CEO's death was already spreading like wildfire on social media and hip-hop forums. By the next day, Memphis police publicly confirmed the victim's identity as 20-year-old Jonathan Brown, Baby CEO, but no details were given about any suspect or motive. The police refused to speculate, stating only that the investigation was ongoing and asking anyone with information to come forward. As
Flashing that light in my face, boy, I could get epilepsy. Let's stop that funny business.
pressed for answers, the authorities remained cautious. All they would say was that officers had responded to the 3800 block of Lake Park Cove around 10 o'clock p.m. and found a male victim dead from gunshot wounds. No arrest was announced and there was no manhunt for a killer. A curious silence that left many wondering if the shooter was known or even present when police arrived. Indeed, rumors later hinted that the person who shot Baby CEO stayed on the scene and claimed self-defense, leading the case to be treated as a justifiable homicide. In street parlance, the case went cold before it ever warmed up. Officially, the Memphis Police Department never confirmed those details, but insiders whispered that Jonathan's death had been ruled justifiable, implying the shooter convinced authorities it was self-defense. With no charges filed, the investigation quietly faded from the headlines, leaving a void of unanswered questions.
Nigga snitched. That's not even snitching. He lied after murking his man and said his man tried to murk him. Is that crazy? Survival of the fittest. What y'all think? Is that crazy? I ain't gonna lie. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, hey, he ain't here to defend himself. Somebody gotta go home. Somebody gotta go home.
Police doors, one can imagine detectives grappling with the unsettling truth that the prime suspect might have been the very friend who reported the shooting. If this friend indeed pleaded self-defense, it would explain the lack of an arrest. Did an argument escalate into a shootout? Did Jonathan pull his gun first, forcing his friend to fire? Those crucial details remain shrouded in secrecy. What is clear is that Jonathan Baby CEO Brown died from bullet wounds, not an overdose or natural causes, despite early confusion on that point. The streets knew it was murder, even if the law was reluctant to call it that. And as the official investigation stalled, the task of making sense of Baby CEO's death fell to the community and internet sleuths, who began piecing together their own narrative of that fateful night. News of Baby CEO's death sent shockwaves through Memphis's rap scene and far beyond. In the early hours of January 20, 2021, social media lit up with RIP messages and disbelief. Friends, fans, and fellow rappers woke to the tragic headlines, many unable to believe that the young artist they'd watched grow up was gone so soon. His older brother broke the news on Twitter, posting a heart-wrenching message. "My little brother Baby CEO has passed away. Please pray for our family. Why God?" The raw pain in that tweet, the mix of heartbreak and confusion, made it painfully clear that this loss was personal. Baby CEO wasn't just a viral name or a news story. He was a beloved son, brother, and father. In fact, Jonathan had just become a father himself. His baby son was barely 2 months old at the time of his death. His brother publicly vowed, "You just had a baby, little brother. I promise we got your son for life," assuring that the family would take care of Baby CEO's newborn child in his absence. Amid the outpouring of grief, there was also confusion. Initially, conflicting information swirled online. Some early posts and reports speculated that Baby CEO might have died from a drug overdose, a tragic echo of his mentor, Fredo Santana's fate. Even one of Jonathan's siblings pushed back at the gunfire rumors at first, tweeting desperately, "He wasn't shot or killed by anyone. Please stop spreading false rumors and pray for our family." It was a frantic attempt to stem the tide of speculation, perhaps born from shock or misinformation in the immediate chaos. But within hours, harsh reality set in. By that evening, Jonathan's family confirmed that he had in fact been shot to death, and their tone turned from denial to fury. His older brother unleashed an expletive-laden Twitter rant aimed squarely at those he felt were exploiting the tragedy. In a tweet bristling with anger, he wrote, "Ain't no op killed my brother. He got killed by his own day one nine that he called his brother. So for you DK sucking the heavy camp knives trying to get fame off his name, stop it, clout chasing the honest." The message was as clear as it was bitter. No rival gang or enemy op had done this. Baby CO was betrayed by a friend, and anyone in the streets claiming credit or clout from his death needed to shut up. That explosive statement reverberated through the Memphis hip-hop community. Heavy Camp is the crew of popular Memphis rapper Black Youngster, and Baby CEO's brother was directly calling them out, implying that some associates of Black Youngster had been bragging or spreading rumors about involvement. It was a bold move, effectively drawing a line in the sand between Baby CEO's family and those who had long feuded with him. Jonathan had indeed been beefing with Black Youngster, who hailed from the same part of town, as well as a local rival known as J90 in the months before his death. Now,
I ain't gonna lie. When you put it on paper and you beefing with a kid, it look crazy. Like, Black Youngster really is off. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna keep it monetizable. Little bro, off in the head. You telling me he was beefing with a grown man at this age?
in the wake of the killing, the family wanted to squash any notion that those enemies were responsible. This was personal betrayal, not a victim.
Hit the like button. Comment below. Let me know what y'all think, man. YN's getting worse and worse. Subscribe. Till the next one, I'm out. Peace.